right, everybody, we're about ready for some basketball. We apologize for any of the technical difficulties. Our mic accidentally got unplugged, but now we're good to go. Basketball time. It's varsity against JV. What better way to finish off the basketball season with a COVID scare? But that's all right. We still got basketball tonight. Wheaton Academy, and taking the ball with no tip-off tonight, that'll be Jeffrey Hilmer, the forward sophomore from Sycamore. Kyle Smith alongside Josh Sperber, Nick Cananaco on camera tonight. Inbounds play, and here we go. Varsity against JV, one of the few times we'll ever see it count. Not in the standings, but on the court tonight this season. Basket no good, rebounded by St. Francis. They'll go into our half-court set. With the basketball now is Jack Lacasio playing some point tonight as St. Francis has the edge with their varsity players against the JV squad.
Yeah, you expect to see a lot more aggression from this St. Francis squad, starting their seniors on Cedar night. A nice send-off for them.
It's rebounded well by Wheaton Academy. That time it's Hilmer, and he kicks it out to Whitaker. That shot no good, and it's rebounded easily by Zulov. He'll look to push out to the three-point line. Pump fake and a beauty. Bounce pass out about 10 feet away from the basket, taken by Jurdy, and Jurdy looking to post up. Beautiful move with the left hand. Takes advantage of the size advantage and just easily manhandles number 23 of Wheaton Academy.
And nice move on the inside. The senior class for St. Francis has a lot of size. Look for some post play tonight.
In their half-court set are the Warriors. Off the backboard, no good. Another box out by St. Francis. They do have the edge in terms of size tonight. Not going to see a lot of Sebastian Miller unless this game gets a little bit closer than the Spartans thought would be the case.
Well, I think they're all going to play their seniors. 6 senior classmen. Chase Riggs is the non-starting senior for St. Francis, and they definitely want to get their seniors their last time in this building during the regular season a lot of minutes.
Remember, no state tournament for basketball this year, none for football either, so only a couple more games remaining for the Spartans, regardless how they do in the conference tourney. Rebounded originally by Wheaton Academy, and a reach-in foul committed by Zulov, and a 2-0 score with 6:11 to go.
And that kind of shows the aggression that no matter what team they're playing against, St. Francis wants this. They're treating this like any other game, and they're going to leave their all on the court.
I don't know about that one, Josh. Looked like it was a foul before the travel, but they're going to say it was a travel, no foul.
And I mean, there's a lot of contact in basketball. I think that what's called a foul is a very loose thing these days.
Basketball with Lacasio in the hands now of Zulov. And a bounce pass to Jurdy. Beautiful backdoor cut. The hook shot was no good off the backboard, and it's rebounded by Wheaton Academy. They're looking to push. And we don't have a full roster tonight, so I'm going to have to say the numbers for some of them. That time it's Noah Rich Creek. And how about that? The JV team takes an early 3-2 lead.
And good ball movement. You see a lot of movement around the perimeter, trying to set up for some open jump shots, and a wing and a prayer so far for Wheaton.
Surprising decision there by Zulov, the senior. When you're in that spot, Josh, you usually want to call timeout. He had nowhere to go. He was clearly pressured and trapped on the baseline. Bad mistake to travel instead of calling the timeout.
Yeah, a guy with his experience, you wouldn't expect that, but it's still early in the game, and this Wheaton team is coming out a lot more aggressive than I think the Spartans would have thought.
Driving a kick out. That time it's to Whitaker. Stolen away by the Spartans. Lacasio looking to push. On his left hand, beautiful no-look pass. Chiamber shot no good, and it's rebounded by Wheaton Academy. The Wheaton-West Chicago rivalry, even though Wheaton Academy is located in West Chicago, if you're confused, don't worry. You're not the only one. Three-point shot. It's good by Whitaker. That makes it 6-2.
And it's actually Wade Davis who's wearing the number 1 tonight. Jalen Whitaker is out. Davis is the lone guy from that varsity holdover.
Oh, my goodness.
A lot of roster turnover making it difficult for us, Cal.
Rebounded by Wheaton Academy. How about this? The JV team looking to make it a 9-2 lead if they make another 3.
Yeah, they've shot 3 times, and 2 of those shots have been 3s, and they've gone in. Driving
into the lane. The bank is not open tonight, and it's rebounded by the Spartans. That time it's Chiambor. Lacasio with the pump fake. Back to Chiambor, a 17-footer. Shot no good. And there's Zulov with the box out. Bounce pass. And it was a foul, even though that Jurdy was in a tough spot, but he did a nice job pivoting and draws the foul. Benjamin DeHaan is going to come in for Wheaton Academy. And it's a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. It's not your fault.
It was listed as 3, which is the same number as that.
That's no Whitaker. Davis is 1. All right, thanks, bud.
I totally learned that when I heard the PA guy say it. Probably got that.
Wait for it to go black, then go. As you can see, the starters tonight for the Wheaton Academy team, but that was their varsity team, and then they got COVID. Oh well, I mean, you knew it was going to happen, Josh. It was only a certainty with how many players in the NBA got COVID, but yeah, it's a shame because it would have counted in the standings, varsity against varsity tonight. Instead, it's the JV Wheaton Academy team against the varsity team for the Spartans, but the Spartans look a little bit shaky to start this one.
Yeah, no, they have not really, they haven't been moving the ball that well. And again, some very aggressive defense from Wheaton has made it difficult for them.
There's Chase Riggs coming in. Senior guard. Going to get a lot more playing time than usual. Just his 5th game of the season. 7-7 coming into this one.
And, 6 seniors on the team. Only one of them can't start. Riggs, the least playing time in the regular season. Good to see him in the game early.
Well, you could pay the official $20 and see if he sees a 6-man out there on the court. And I think St. Francis getting a little bit too complacent, Josh. Too many front court players dribbling. Stay on the low block. And look, it's probably going to get out of hand in the second half, but if St. Francis continues this, don't be surprised if we could have a close game in the 4th quarter.
Hey, I hope it doesn't get out of hand. I love this gritty basketball, just playing hard. Nothing easy for either team.
Reminds me of earlier in the NFL season when Denver had to start a quarterback who hadn't played QB in like 5 years.
Yeah, what was Kendall Hilton, I think his name was?
Yeah.
The wide receiver at QB.
Pump fake shot, fade away, jumper, and it falls. That time, Logan McLeod.
And that's better ball movement coming out from under the basket with an open shot.
And that's not the shot that Wheaton Academy wants in transition, but luckily they got the offensive board.
Yeah, Torona, the shooter there, got a good look at it, but again, that's the inexperience. They're not used to playing it at this kind of level. Maybe a little pregame jitters creeping their way into the first quarter.
And when you're up by 10, that's fine. When you're only up by 4, I would kind of slow it down, especially since the half court has been working thus far for the JV team. Bounce pass at the top of the key. That time it's Dykma. And then out to the wing. DeHaan with it. DeHaan back out to the guy who shot that 3 in transition. Torona, and a traveling violation against Torona.
Toronto just shuffled his feet a little bit there. Heads up call by the officials, and strong defense from Wheaton Academy. They're pushing out on the perimeter a lot more because they saw Wheaton hitting those threes early in the game.
Yeah, they're forcing now that JV team to push it inside and see if they can win some matchups with a height disadvantage. So far, not the case. But for St. Francis on offense, want my wing players to stay on the wing. I want my front court players a little bit more old school basketball, stay at the elbow. Shot no good. Rebounded by their front court player in Zula. That turnaround jumper no good. And it's rebounded that time by DeHaan.
And I like the way Wheaton's playing their zone. It's a 2-1-2, but it's collapsing really quickly because they know that the senior lineup is going to get a lot of their work inside.
3-pointer good. All 9 points from downtown.
3 for 5 from three-point land on the day. Not bad for a JV team, Cal.
Don't tell the Wheaton Academy team it's not their varsity squad. They look pretty darn good tonight. And St. Francis might have to consider putting Brennan and Miller into the second quarter. 3-point shot from Riggs. No good. Beautiful board by Jurdy, and he finishes the play.
And that's the kind of game that St. Francis needs to force it into. They need to make it about the inside play, because in the paint, but under the free throw line, Wheaton hasn't been able to get anything done against these Spartans.
Remember, no Yaruso on the floor either. At least not right now. Aaron Dwyer's kind of seeing what happens, seeing that this game continues to be a JV lead, and if they have to play Yaruso and Miller, they'd love to save them for Tuesday. Riggs, bounce pass, and a beauty. Schiamber with a beautiful pump fake. That time can't hit the J, and it's rebounded by the Spartans. Time it's by McLeod. Good inside pass to Zuloff, and a shot is good inside the painted area.
And Zuloff with great awareness, finding that open spot on the court. Not strong defense from the Warriors, and it looks like St. Francis starting to heat up.
Yeah, silly foul there by Riggs. I know he got beat on the play, but the help defense was there. And that's tough break for the Spartans as Wheaton Academy gets a free substitution from the foul. Some much-needed subs. Notable coming in is Jeffrey Hilmer, who had the opening tip, if you want to call that, and also number 20, Noah Rich Creek. That time, it's Jeffrey Hilmer, and a good pass out to Rich Creek. Out to the corner. Three-point shot, no good. And it's rebounded by Brown. Another three off the back iron, no good. And it's going to be an over-the-back foul against Wheaton Academy. 15.9 remaining.
Looks like it's live by the three, die by the three for Wheaton. And right now, they've missed their last 4 attempts from behind the arc.
Out on the wing, and the Spartans are going to hold for the last shot. Foul away from the play. And how big of a rivalry game this is. They're definitely going to try to get a good shot with 4 seconds. They're going to try to force something up. Past the halfway line, and no good. But how about this? The JV team up by 1, surprisingly, on the Spartans. We'll see if we see Yaruso and Miller in the second quarter. You're watching a broadcast of SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone. Bird is the word. Find out why everybody is saying that the bird is the word. In Wheaton, Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness is the word. Shoveling snow hurts your lower back. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness will get you better. Want to improve your golf game this summer? Albatross Physical Therapy will get you ready. Having aches and pains training for the upcoming race season? Albatross Physical Therapy will ensure that you're prepared for the challenge. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free. For more information, call 630-446-5660 or email them at albatrossphysicaltherapy@gmail.com. Bird is the word. Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness, pain-free. Second quarter of action, and there's that man, Sebastian Miller, alongside his partner in crime, Brendan Yaruso. Excellent efficiency numbers. We'll get you those in a minute, but Yaruso was clearly their more efficient player, and Sebastian Miller has that Allen Iverson score mentality.
Yeah, very, very aggressive, very creative, and he's just so smart off the dribble. I'm excited to see him back on offense.
Turnaround jumper, and it falls, and the lead is maintained by Wheaton Academy.
It looks like it was Dykma on that move, a nice little spin move in the post. Got himself an easy bucket.
Help is on the way for the Spartans. Their 3 best players are in the game, notably Miller. Turnaround jumper, left-handed layup, and it falls.
And right on cue for Sebastian Miller. Great movement off the ball to get open right under the basket. Couldn't have made that easier for himself.
He also might have the best hair in the conference. I'm digging the hair. Good no-look pass, forces up the foul, and we'll see a substitution. That's going to be Wade Davis. I thought Wade Davis was a baseball player. Wade Davis was on that World Series championship team for Kansas City. Inbounds play for the Spartans, and it goes in for Sean Killian. First time we've said that time tonight, as scores his first bucket of the game.
And with the influx of the usual starters for St. Francis, they've grabbed their first lead of the night, too. 12-11 with 6:50 remaining in the second.
You love to see it from Aaron Dwyer, the gamesmanship, trying to get the seniors more playing time, but clearly it wasn't working. They're back to their normal starting lineup. That three-pointer no good, and it's a foul away from the play. It's going to stay with the Spartans. Nope, I was right the first time. It's going to go with Wheaton Academy.
That's still the shot you want to get from Yaruso. He had a game winner on Tuesday, which was one of those threes that broke his streak of 0 for 13. He's still shooting 37% from three-point land.
And he's a big man, too. Don't forget about that. His efficiency is over 52% this year. Timeout called by WA. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone. At halftime, I'll delete those other mic sources. Just mute it. Inbounds play for St. Francis as they're leading 12-11 with 6:28 to go. Back out to the right wing side. Beautiful pass to Miller, and he finds a way to finish inside the painted area. A great delivery from Brennan, and it's almost turned over by Wheaton Academy. The route is not on yet, Josh, but you definitely feel like a different environment right now for St. Francis with Miller, with Brennan, and with Yaruso on the floor.
Yeah, you can tell that there's a lot better chemistry with this unit because these are the guys that you usually see in the game, and they're already making some things happen on offense.
Only thing that St. Francis got to work on with this lineup, too many reach-in fouls for my liking. Now, I know that they've knocked down that three, but remember, St. Francis has a height advantage, so those contests are going to be harder when St. Francis is on defense versus the other way around.
4 fouls already for St. Francis. Pretty soon, Whedon's going to be shooting free throws.
That time it's stolen away, Killian, and he delivers it to Brennan. Brennan's going to slow it down a little bit. So weird with everybody wearing that mask. Miller with it, with the mask on, of course, and then delivers it on the low block. That time it's to Killian. Brennan, back out to Miller, fakes the three. Long two-point shot, no good. That time Yaruso with the board. Can't get the second chance bucket, and a foul on the play. Another foul committed by the Spartans.
I think Yaruso and Miller are a little bit too unselfish on that play. Yaruso looked like he had a putback opportunity, but he stayed on the floor. That Miller passed up a wide open three for a long two that he missed.
Pass half court as Wheaton Academy trailing by 3. Hilmer with it, and he's guarded very closely by Yaruso. Inside the paint area was the pass, and the Spartans on the attack. Yaruso 1-on-3 the other way. Lost his dribble, partially deflected out of bounds. That time it was by Rich Creek, and with 5:20 to go, it's a 14-11 basketball game. 6 fouls committed by St. Francis, just 3 by WA. Substitution for Wheaton Academy. That time it's Benjamin DeHaan, the freshman from Elgin. That is a long drive to want to play basketball for Wheaton Academy. He must love Wheaton Academy, and why not? It is a wonderful school to go to. Back out to the three-point line. The West Chicago-Wheaton rivalry in the Catholic League. Three-point shot, no good, and it's rebounded by number 1, Wade Davis.
And Davis showing his experience, the only guy here who's seen varsity action. He's been very aggressive on the boards, and he is not shy when it comes to having the ball on offense either.
Well, you called it, Josh. Even though Wade is their only varsity player, they are staying with their attack, not trying to force-feed the ball to Davis. Shot no good. Beautiful, excellent rebound there by Jack Brennan. Out to Miller on the three-point line. Driving in, switches hands, shot no good, and looking to rebound it is Miller. Tries to force it off somebody's feet, but luckily St. Francis able to keep it. Opportunity missed for Wheaton Academy. Brennan will wisely slow it down and passes it out to Kiesler. Kiesler out to the top of the key to Rowland, and they'll swing it back to the right wing side. Brennan, guarded by the under number 1, Wade Davis. Screen from Yaruso. If you want to call it that, more like Yaruso looking a little tired. and swing it back out to the right wing side. Bad pass, easily stolen by Wheaton Academy, and they're looking to push. Changes hands to the right. Thought about the three in transition. That time it's an open three. Shot is good. We're all tied up at 14.
And Wheaton is getting what they want from three, and that was all Jeffrey Hilmer, an easy steal and patient behind the arc, able to work himself towards a nice look.
Swing it back out to the left wing side. Three-pointer shot, no good. Off the side of the rim. And it's going to be rebounded. It was by Wheaton Academy, but they touched it and went out of bounds. Timeout on the floor. And we'll take a timeout as well. You are watching SBS. This broadcast brought to you by Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness, a simple philosophy of listening to the patients. Nick, get... 14-14 basketball with 3:40 remaining. Kyle Smith alongside Josh Sperber. This broadcast brought to you by Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness, pain-free. All right, Josh, it's getting a little bit closer to halftime. Still a tie game. You think it's starting to have those seeds of doubt in the minds of the St. Francis players? Hey, maybe this JV team is not going to be a pushover tonight.
Yeah, this is not a JV team that we're seeing. Wheaton's leaving it all on the court tonight and definitely surprising me. I really thought that with the strength that St. Francis has, so many different options on offense, they would be able to take advantage of that inexperience. But that inexperience from Wheaton Academy has not shown up. You got to give a lot of credit to the Warriors tonight.
St. Francis had a 7-game winning streak from 2014 to 2018, including 2 regional wins. 3-point shot good by Miller, and was going to be a backcourt violation if not stolen. Brennan tries to get the shot off, and going to wait for the call from the officiating staff. They're going to say it was on Torona, and they are going to say it was in the act of shooting. I thought it was too, but in high school, if you don't try that attempt, it's always on the floor. They're going to say that Brennan had an attempt. In college, it's the same thing. Only in the NBA do you get those 3 steps, regardless if the shot was up or not.
Well, in the NBA, you also have the guys leaning into the foul. We're not seeing a lot of that today, but it was a good job by Brennan to keep his momentum going towards the hoop and to earn those 2 free throws.
2 points good by Brennan as he goes 100% at the free throw line. Double team comes. Another foul that could have been called, partially deflected. Pass back out to the 3-point line. Another open 3 off the back iron, rebounded by Miller. And on the attack are the Spartans. Out to the right wing side in transition. Shot no good. Rebounded by Wheaton. That could have been a travel. Instead, it's stolen by the Spartans. A little bit sloppy basketball, and Miller, the veteran's going to slow it down.
Miller on that last possession made the first 3-pointer that St. Francis has made all game, and I think that will light a spark under the Spartan team.
Yeah, that really feeds into the game plan for Wheaton Academy. If I'm St. Francis, I know that the Spartans love to shoot that 3, as that 3 by Wheaton Academy is no good. But for St. Francis, just pound the paint. Keep it simple. They have the height advantage. Good pass in transition. Shot no good. And Tyrone trying to get the board. Brennan, the hustle's there, but he doesn't get the basketball. Line drive pass the other way. Another 3 in transition. In and out it goes. Offensive board goes the ways of Wheaton Academy. Driving in. Oh, what a block! That time, beautiful block by number 12.
And that's Matt O'Donnell on the block, using his size, and he barely had to jump to make that block, just standing tall in the paint.
Haven't said his name a lot this season. Only at 7 total attempts coming in tonight. Substitutions coming in for the Spartans. Notably, Shiambor on the floor, as is Zula.
Looks like it's that senior starting lineup coming back in for Coach Dwyer and his crew.
I think it's a little early. I would have liked to wait till the third quarter. I wanted to see the starting lineup kind of finish the job, make this a 10-point game going into half. But they're going to go back to the seniors. It is senior night after all. And it's going to be an over the back against the Spartans. This is something that the Spartans got to work on going into the conference tournament. Too many fouls, and that's not going to help you when you play these better teams. Obviously, varsity teams, because it's a JV team for Wheaton Academy tonight.
When we were here for that Chicago Christian game, Kyle, it was that same problem. You saw a lot of fouls. You saw a lot of Chicago Christian at the free throw line. And this early in the second quarter, in the bonus already, is Wheaton Academy.
The 1-and-1, no good. Rebounded by the Spartans. As that steal attempt by Torona.
Looked like he knocked it off the leg of Riggs, but you love to see that aggression starting high in the perimeter for Wheaton. They are not slowing down anytime.
Chiambor lost his dribble, and he's got to kick it back out to the right wing. Lacasio, who started the game as a point forward. Back out to the three-point line. Nice feed inside, and finishing the play, Logan McLeod.
And a nice move. Again, it's just Chris passing around the world there and ending up with a nice cut for McLeod and a clean look at the bucket.
Steal attempt by McLeod. No look save attempt. And the numbers do the Spartans have. Lost his dribble, finds the pass onto the left wing side, and they'll swing it back out to the right. Help defense is there by Wheaton Academy. Long three, doesn't matter. Draining it is Lacasio.
And that looked like it was from a different zip code.
That was a Stephen Curry three.
Lacasio way behind the line, but if fouls are the problem for St. Francis, turnovers are the issue for Wheaton.
All right, Josh, you're the coach. Do you hold for the last shot or keep the pressure on the Wheaton Academy offense?
I think St. Francis has done better when they've been moving the ball quicker, and doesn't look like they're going to have the shot, as it looks like Riggs got hit in the nose there.
How about that? Look at that type of sportsmanship. Torona gives him a little fist pump. Sorry, my bad, man. It's going to be a blood sub as a timeout called by St. Francis. We'll take a timeout as well. You are watching Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. .6 remaining, 24-16. Decision time for the Spartans. Do they hold for the last shot, or if they see an open look, do they take it and risk Wheaton Academy having another attempt to get closer to this deficit?
And now it looks like they started in the set mode. They had a transition opportunity before Riggs' eye injury, but it looks like they're going to pass it around and get one last look at the hoop for halftime.
Lacasio with that long three about 5 feet away from the three-point line. 3.4 seconds remaining. Shot from Miller right before the buzzer. A 10-point lead for St. Francis as we enter halftime. It's the Wheaton Academy St. Francis rivalry, JV against varsity. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll give you some halftime analysis. You're watching Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.